What's up guys, Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. In today's Flex Friday, I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can introduce some core activating exercises that will give you a stronger, sturdier, more well insulated and stiff spine that allows for safer, more efficient, and most importantly, more powerful lifts in the squat, bench, deadlift, and overhead press. So to give you a little recap of what's been going on with my training, I've been on vacation for the past couple weeks. I'm a little deconditioned. My work capacity is not where it needs to be in order to support the typical high intensity, high weight, high volume type of training that I typically do for more of my performance bodybuilding style of training. So what I have to do is I have to dedicate about a week to just increasing that work capacity and increasing my core strength to really make myself able to withstand the stress and the rigors of the daily type of training that I typically do on a day-to-day basis. So what I'm going to do for you today is show you a couple of indirect styles of core activating exercises that will give you a stronger, sturdier, and more rigid spine and support the ability to have stronger, more efficient, more powerful lifts in all the core lifts that matter, and they get you the big results and performance and aesthetics that you're going for. Let's get started. All right, before we get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be doing today, I want to share with you an awesome quote from back expert Stuart McGill. I got put on to Stuart McGill's works by my good friend and record powerlifter Brian Carroll, who was lifting for a while with a jacked up back and is A-OK now and putting up nasty numbers. And Stuart McGill, he basically said that proximal stiffness will enhance distal athleticism. And basically what that means is that when you create a more stiff and sturdy, well-insulated environment surrounding your spine, your core, that bracing and intra-abdominal pressure that's caused by that activation in the core will create faster and more powerful contractions in the extremities, your limbs, so your legs as well as your arms, okay? So case in point here, whenever we're doing a hang snatch with a pause like this, we need to create a lot of intra-abdominal pressure. So let's say, for instance, doing those overhead Pallof presses is a fantastic core stabilizing and strengthening and well insulating exercise that creates an environment where we don't have to worry about stability during a very fast, powerful, and explosive movement. We can have the support and strength surrounding our spine and create that intra-abdominal pressure, which supports the ability for us to transfer force application from our lower body through to our upper body for those more athletic, synergistic movements that really emphasize our need to move as one cohesive unit. So our core is essentially bridging the gap from lower to upper body and, making sure that there's no power leakage. I always refer to it as a power leakage because if you don't have a strong, sturdy, stiff, and rigid spine when doing any lifting, you're going to be losing a lot of the possible numbers that you could be putting up. And when it comes to either powerlifting, Olympic lifting, strongman, or if you're an athlete in general, you want to be able to move as one cohesive unit. I can't stress that enough. If you're not doing that, you're going to lose out on performance, whatever it is you're performing in. If you're not working as one unit, you're just going to be shitting on your true peak. So yeah, again, it's something that a lot of people will sit there and try to tell you out of sheer laziness that the only real core work you need to be doing involves heavy lifting in the squat, bench, deadlift, and overhead press. That's simply not the case. Every time I try to get every time I get lazy as fuck and do that, I see a dip in my performance and increase in injuries. So you're trying to make sure you're more injury free,
you're more athletic, you're more powerful, and you're just putting up bigger, nastier numbers and moving like a true athlete, then you got to start emphasizing more of that indirect core work that better insulates, better stabilizes, and creates that more stiff and rigid spine that prevents any of the power outages that are fucking up your numbers in the first place. So hopefully that makes sense. Just fantastic way to finish up, by the way. Again, love farmers walks. I'm still trying to increase that work capacity, like I said, and this is another great movement for increasing core strength as well. If you did want to amp it up a little bit and make it a tougher core movement, just stick with a single arm farmer's walk. Great anti-lateral flexion exercise and fantastic way to further insulate the core.
Hey man, hopefully you dig today's Flex Friday routine. As always, if you did, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And while you're at it, if you're trying to put together a better program that gets you faster and more consistent gains and more of that ripped and powerful muscle mass, allows you to look good while kicking ass, be sure to pick up your free copy of the Muscle Building Blueprint by either clicking on this button right here, or if you're on a tablet or cell phone, simply go to the description area of the video right now and click on the first link that you see. When you do that, I'll take you to another page which asks where you want me to send this free gift, and I will email it to you directly, free of charge, this very second. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is very simple. If you've got a question for me in regards to nutrition or anything inside the gym that allows you to look good and perform like a beast, then please leave that question in the comment section below. I am, at the end of the day, a meathead, not a mind reader. So if you want me to help you out and show you the way to faster and more consistent gains, then you can do so right now by, number one, picking up that free gift, and two, leaving your question in the comment section below. I am your coach. I am more than happy to help you out as much as possible. So do those two things and I will get you tightened up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.